You know what I love about life? It gives me tons and tons of stuff to practice the skills that I'm trying to teach on Learn to Love Your Story. So every single week, I just have a great example of how to teach a skill that I am blogging about that week. This week, we're talking about the non-judgmental stance in the use of mindfulness. And boy, have I had a Monday morning, people. So I'm recording this the Monday before I post. And you know what? For all intents and purposes, it started out great. We were hustling along. We were getting everything ready. We were out the door in time. I pressed the garage door opener and the chain breaks. Like, what I mean is the entire contraption disintegrated. And I live in Minnesota. I'm sure there's lots of salt in my garage, just in the air. So metal over the course of 15 years is probably not going to be as strong, correct? Anywho, well, it turns out when that happens, you can't really just release the garage door and lift it up because it's not on the chain anymore. Therefore, it is hundreds of pounds, and now my car is locked in the garage. So I'm coming to you from a different car, which is my son's. and here is how I got through this morning, because let's just say it was a calamity of errors. First, I tried to figure out what was going on with the garage door, thinking I could be smarter and get the thing working, which did not work, swearing up a storm. And I started to just non-judgmentally be mindful and let go and go to the next right thing to do, instead of kind of holding with me all of these things, because there's a series of them that happened. And man, I could have gotten to 9 o'clock today and been a bitter person and brought that into the rest of my day, right? So here's how it went. First, I'm out in the garage. The chain, now, broken, just slams down on the roof of my car, scraping it. Not my favorite. Okay, nothing more to be done about that. Clearly, this door is not opening today. So, move on to the next thing. What, if anything, or who, if anything, do I know that could get me and my daughter to school for her this morning, and then get me back for my sessions on time? And I recognize that I live a privileged life. So my son, who lives with his dad, only lives about a half mile from our place, so they can go back and forth. And he's a teenager with a car. So I did the right parenting thing, and I walked my 6-year-old over to my teenager's house and stole his car because I have an extra key, because that's how this works. Teenagers don't own things, their parents do. Anywho, so now got that car, but we get there and I realize no car seat. Yes, okay, so we'll get in the car, we'll drive it back, it's only half mile, get her car seat. Then I can't get the car seat out of my car, and it's in the garage that's pretty dark with the one little light bulb. So I'm swearing up a storm, breaking nails. It's my favorite, right? No? Okay. Moving on, just like mindful. Yep, that's how I felt in that. I'm not going to be judgmental towards myself. This is a hard morning, and I'm going to let that go. Get into the car, put her car seat in the car, take her to school. We're now late, of course. And in COVID, there's all sorts of procedures on dropping off your kid. So we're late. I'm not really sure how the late procedure goes. So I decide to walk up to the front. And here I am, without a mask. That's my mask is in my car, not in my coat pocket, not in my purse. Sometimes I have them in there. It's in my car, and I'm in someone else's car. So I just had to put on, I'm not kidding you, the grungiest fast food mask from where my son works that I have ever, I cannot imagine that was healthy for me. Like, I think I actually reduced my health. I have more risk now that I put that thing on my face. But I had to go up to the door, I had to ring the doorbell, make sure that somebody came to the front because they locked the door between, not the outside door, so you can get in the vestibule, but you can't get into the school for good reason, right? So we had to make sure that she was procured and then taken to her classroom. So how did I make it through and still be laughing right now? Well, first of all, let's be real. I'm on my way to get myself a Starbucks because this mama is feeling pretty good about not having lost all of the marbles that she had left. But the way that I did that is the way that I'm teaching this week. And that is just to take one thing at a time, mindfully, just be in that moment. Sure, there might be something suffering in that moment. There might be some jerk thing that I have to deal with. And I can handle it. I'll just do it. I'll be mad about it and I'll move on from it. But that is the key. It's the non-judgmentally, not judging myself, doing the thing and moving on to the next thing without carrying it forward. That is the important part of this task. I'm not judging myself. This is a case of the Mondays like nobody's business. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. I'm telling you. So, try the next time, maybe not having a case of the Mondays, but the next time you're having a really difficult time, try. And just to be mindful and non-judgmental towards yourself. Try to just let that go and move to the next thing in your life and not worry about carrying it forward. See what it might do for you. Have a great day, everybody.